Hey, this is John with FixADirtBike.com, and this is how to service the front brake master cylinder on your 2009 through 2010 Honda CRF450r. The tools you will need are 12mm socket, 10mm socket, 8mm socket, screwdriver, small pick, a stiff brush, long nose snap ring pliers, calipers, torque wrench, fine grit emery paper, and shop towels. The parts you will need are a front master cylinder rebuild kit, .4 brake fluid, and rubber grease. If you don't have your rebuild kit yet, you can get yours through the link below. This front master cylinder rebuild should cost around $25 and take around 30 minutes to complete. Brake fluid will damage almost everything it touches, so make sure you have plenty of shop towels ready. Loosen and remove the banjo bolt and wrap the end in a shop towel. Loosen and remove the mounting bolts. Completely disassemble the master cylinder. Be careful when removing the snap ring. The piston is under pressure and it will jump out at you. Clean every part inside and out with fresh brake fluid and a shop towel. If you need to scrub anything, make sure you are using a non-metallic brush. Inspect every component for obvious damage. If you find any rough spots, gently sand it down with fine grit emery paper. I always give the pivot bolt and the push rod a once over just to be safe. Measure the inside diameter of the cylinder bore and the outside diameter of the piston. The cylinder bore should be no greater than 11.05 millimeters, and the piston should be no less than 10.84 millimeters. If your cylinder bore or piston are out of spec, they need to be replaced. Before assembly, take stock of your new parts. I am installing an all-balls rebuild kit that includes a new piston spring, push rod boot, piston cups, spring clip, piston washer, and banjo bolt seal washers. Make sure to match the old parts with the new parts so you don't accidentally throw away something you need. Soak your new piston cups in fresh brake fluid for about 15 minutes before assembly. Start your assembly with the piston. Install the piston cups with the large side facing in. Take your time with the cups. If they are damaged during install, your brakes will not work. Install the new piston spring. Coat the master cylinder bore with brake fluid and install the piston past the first cup. Install the piston in a twisting motion to avoid rolling the cups. Place the piston washer and spring clip on the piston. When installing the spring clip, ball up a piece of shop towel and place it in the push rod, then push the piston down with a screwdriver to make room for the snap ring pliers. This is the hardest part of assembly because you almost need 3 hands and too many things are in too small of a space. I find it easier to compress the spring clip before I push the piston down, that way the spring clip will stay level. But be patient and you will get it. To make sure the clip is in its groove, use your pick to rotate it. If it moves, it's seated. Install the new boot on the push rod. Pull the boot up and grease the push rod, then place the push rod in the piston. Gently push the boot down into the bore. Align the knocker arm with the push rod and install the brake lever spring, followed by the pivot bolt. Carefully pull the boot up into the groove on the knocker arm. Install the diaphragm and reservoir cap. Install the master cylinder mounting bolts hand tight. Install the banjo bolt with the new seal washers and make sure the shank rests on the tab. Torque the banjo bolt to 25 foot-pounds and the mounting bolt to 7 foot-pounds. Make sure to visit FixYourDirtBike.com for the detailed step-by-step walkthrough, and if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments or on our Facebook page. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.